My name is Chris Gaddis, and I serve as the District Athletic Director for the Owensboro Board of Education. I don't do this by myself. I have Miss Anita Burnett, the principal of Owensboro High School, and then Miss Kathy Hoffman and Todd Harper in the athletic office here at the high school. And together, along with the tremendous help of our coaches, are what makes us excited about being here today. There's very few times that we ever give up the opportunity to highlight the success at Owensboro High School and highlight the success of our student athletes, but nothing tops the opportunity to be able to see our student athletes be accepted into colleges and universities, furthering their student career as well as their athletic career. And a lot of these things don't happen by themselves. The tremendous dedication from coaches, the tremendous dedication from their teachers, and the tremendous dedication from counselors, and in particularly the senior counselor, Miss Jane Prince. Jane can certainly speak on behalf of these two students at any given time, and she's worked with them for the last several months in getting this actually to come to reality today. So a special thanks to all of those folks that are here. In just a minute, we will give the coaches an opportunity to speak on behalf of each individual student. Mackenzie will let ladies go first. And so Coach Steve Bedingfield, her high school swim coach, will be here in just a second to speak. And then afterwards, I think Mackenzie has prepared a few remarks, and then we will allow her to sign her letter of intent. Some of you all see maybe a coach wandering around in the audience that has some transy gear on. NCAA regulations prohibit him from speaking at such an event. And so don't think he's not hospitable, and certainly don't think he's not excited because Mackenzie's coming to Transylvania, because I have no doubt that he is. But because of the regulations, he's not allowed to make any remarks. But I'm sure he will love to do that in the press as she succeeds as a swimmer at Transylvania. So, Coach Bedingfield.
This is a pretty bittersweet moment. Having coached Mackenzie since she was 8 years old, for the past 10 years, I've had the distinct pleasure, honor of coaching someone that I consider one of the best athletes I've ever had to work with. I could be here for an hour telling you about all her exploits, the good and the bad, but today's a day of celebration and really want to focus on all the positive things she's done. When she started with me, just watching her growth and improvement, really, you can't find another person who loves swimming, loves being a part of this sport that's sort of a very different sport. The amount of time and effort. There are some days she's been in the water up to 6 hours a day with double practices plus weight training. Those of you that have done doubles and triples, you know, in other sports, you know what I'm talking about. So swimming's unique, and it goes like that year-round, not just for a period of weeks. She also did one thing a couple of years ago, a 24-hour practice, my idea, of course, and she survived through that and did an unbelievable job. What's so exciting about her swimming at the college level is that some of her best events are college events that she doesn't have the opportunity to swim in high school. The high school repertoire is limited. And so for the college events, she'll be able to swim some of her best events, including the mile, which is 66 lengths of the pool. When she was 15, she was third in the state of Kentucky in that event. Also the 200 butterfly. So she'll be able to swim. She'll be a very versatile member of Transylvania's team. Having coached at Transylvania myself from 1992 to 1995 with Jack Ebel, who's now the athletic director, it's a pretty special place. You know, at our school, you hear a lot about this. I'm going to go D1. That's great if you're going to compete at Division I. But there is life beyond Division I. It's called Division II, Division III, and NAIA. And what's so special about that is here a coach drove all the way from Transylvania in Lexington, Kentucky today for 3 hours. That gives you an idea of the kind of environment that Mackenzie is going to be a part of, a nurturing, family-type atmosphere where she can really thrive, not only athletically but academically. And those of you athletes that are here today to support her, you really need to be thinking about that. There's nothing wrong with saying D1, but we don't need to be snickering and looking down on Division II and III and NAI, because the opportunities there are just as good or even better, and sometimes the atmosphere is exactly what you need, especially after coming out of a school like Owensboro High School, which is a very nurturing, caring environment as well. So I can be more pleased that she's going to continue her career at Transylvania. When I think of the last few years for Mackenzie, I think of perseverance. You know, as parents, as teachers, as coaches, we often expect you at 14, 15, 16, 17 to be perfect. And life is not about being perfect. It's about persevering. It's about when you get knocked down and things don't go your way, picking yourself back up and finding a way to make it through. Not many people would have made it through some of the things she's been through the last few years. But to her credit and her families, her mother, her father, grandparents, they're all here today. And with the help of some great teachers and friends and classmates, Mackenzie did make it through. And I think that Transylvania, they've got a diamond in the rough. Her best days in swimming can all be ahead of her. She is just a really, really special kid. When I think of all the athletes that I've coached and then how they practice, you know, she would basically swim through a brick wall for me if I asked her to. And so, you know, at times in practice, she was at such a high level above the rest of the kids in her team. She really was an unbelievable role model as far as practice, work ethic. And even in the last 2 years when she had some troubles, she still was a city-county champion. And in her career, she's won over 10 city-county titles since the 8th grade. You think of kids in our town or at our school that can win a city championship, you know, individually, to win 10 city-county titles is really a testament to her talent and her work ethic. She also has been a regional champion. In our region, it's single class. We don't have 1A, 2A, 3A. It's everybody, 35 teams, and she's won a couple regional titles. She's also been a multi-time state qualifier. And if it wasn't for her, Owensboro High School girls wouldn't have made it back to state on our relays the last 2 years. And she's anchored those relays and done a tremendous job this year as our senior and our captain. Just want to thank everyone for being here today and supporting her. And I think we're going to be hearing a lot about her career the next 4 years at Transylvania. And I think for Mackenzie, you know, the lessons she learned here in high school at OHS is all about perseverance, and she knows now, because of some of the trials that she's been through, you know, what she's capable of doing. So we all wish her the best of luck, no one more than me. And just want to thank everyone and thank Mackenzie for the opportunity to coach her.
I'd like to start with that I want to thank everyone for attending today's signing, and congratulations to Austin today also. I owe thanks to many people in this room today for their support and help over the last 4 years. I'm certain that without the support of my family, coaches, teammates, and friends, I wouldn't be standing up here today. Not only have they pushed me to be a better person and athlete, but they also have helped me become the individual I am today. First, I would like to thank all my former and current coaches and teachers from the positive impact they have had on me over the course of my swimming and academic career. Coach Bedingfield and his wife, Miss Holly Bedingfield, Coach Summerbell, Miss Prince, Miss Burnett, and many more have all contributed to my growth as a swimmer in and out of the pool. Thank you to all my teachers, past and present, which have prepared me for my future educational opportunities. Next, I want to thank all my teammates for supporting and pushing me to my full potential over the last 2 years. Over the last 2 years of attending OHS, it has been an honor to be a part of the swim team and a part of the school as a whole. I have been blessed to swim at Owensboro High School, where sports and a tradition make for great memories. There is truly no greater feeling like swimming every meet, whether away or at home, as a Red Devil. I would like to thank the coaching staff of Transylvania's swimming and diving program for giving me the opportunity to continue to do what I love. Lastly, I want to thank my mom and dad for all the opportunities they have given in my life. Thank you for the unconditional support and love you've given me and continue to give. Thank you for making it to almost every swim meet for the last 12 years. Thank you for supporting and allowing me to continue chasing my swimming goals even after my surgery. Mom and Dad, I would always find you in the stands of the health park cheering me on, and I know that next year I'll find you in the stands of almost every swim meet still cheering me on. Thank you all for being here today, and go Pioneers.
Mr. Austin Esters. Unfortunately, Austin's head football coach here at Owensboro High School, Mr. Joe Prince, left today ill, and I think his wife can verify that that's a true story, that he's not home eating another sandwich. However, Austin has the support of many of his assistant coaches, and speaking on behalf of Coach Joe Prince today and regarding Austin's performance at Owensboro High School is Coach Jeff Reese.
On behalf of Coach Prince and the OHS football program, I want to first of all apologize for Coach Prince. He's certainly felt bad about not being here today, because Austin is a very special young man to Coach Prince, as he is to all of us here at Owensboro, but he was feeling awfully poorly and just didn't feel like he could make it. Austin's greatest attribute that you want to talk about is he is self-made. Whatever Austin has, whatever he gets, whatever he deserves, he earned, he worked for. He's diligent, he's disciplined, he has a high level of character, and Georgetown is getting a great young man. I'm not so much concerned about his athletic exploits, because quite honestly, at the end of the day, that's not what's important about Austin. What's important about Austin is his kindness, his caring for his teammates and others, his dedication to making himself and his organization better. And you know, these are the types of things that as a kid comes through your program, you salivate at and hope that you have more like him. I got a message from Austin's recruiting coach asking me if this kid was for real. He said, I met with Austin today, and I cannot believe this kid is for real. Is he that good of a kid? Because I'm honestly, I don't know if I trust it or not. And I said back to this coach, I said, don't you dare offend him like that. He's every bit that good. And you know, I went on to elaborate on what a great young man I think Austin is. And I got a response back, and he said, well, obviously, as a Georgetown alum, you want the best for this kid, and you want the best for Georgetown Tigers. And I said, yes. I said, as an alum, I want this kid to go to Georgetown because I want people like him associated with me. So as a Georgetown alum, I'm very proud to announce that Austin is going to be attending Georgetown College, and we, on behalf of the OHS Red Devil family, Austin, we are extremely proud of you, and we certainly want to thank you because you've set a bar of performance and dedication and sacrifice that a lot of people are going to have a hard time reaching. And if we could have more Austin Esters come through our program, the limit for our program is very hard to see. So, you know, I wish you well. Get ready. I would love to say it's going to be a super nurturing environment that you're going to jump into, but college football is not necessarily warm and fuzzy. But at the same time, I know the coaches there are good people, and as long as you're good people, they're going to be good people, and it's going to be a very good match. So you have a very bright future ahead of you, and I'm very excited for Georgetown, and I'm very excited for you, and I'm excited for Owensboro to get to see you go to Georgetown. So congratulations, Austin.
Before I begin, congratulations, Mackenzie, on going to Transylvania. Wish you the best of luck there. I'm very thankful and excited to attend Georgetown College this fall. Many people have helped me get to this point, and I'd like to take this time to thank them. I'd like to thank God for giving me great parents and giving me the ability to play football. Without Him, I would not be standing here today. I'd like to thank my mother for her discipline and the unconditional love she has provided me throughout my life. I'd like to thank my father for the advice he has given me and lessons he has taught me. Without my parents, I would not have done well in school, and I'd probably not be going to college as well. I'd like to thank the rest of my family, friends, Vicki Snyder, for all their support they have given me throughout this difficult recruiting process. Without their constant support, the recruiting process would have been a much tougher road to cross. I'd like to thank Coach Prince and the rest of the Owensboro football staff, which composes of the following individuals: Coach Jeff Reese, Coach Drew Hall, Coach John DeLacy, Coach Jason Harrison, Coach K.O. Lewis, Coach Scott Hogg, Coach Jay Fallon, Coach Tony Drager, and Coach Ben Martin. These individuals have taught me important life lessons and have helped me become a better person. They encouraged me to be a leader and pushed me to be the best person I can possibly be. I'd like to thank Mrs. Prince, my guidance counselor, for helping me throughout the recruiting process. She has helped me complete many scholarships and has written many recommendations for me. I believe Mrs. Prince is the best guidance counselor in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, if not the entire country, and without her help, I would definitely not be here today. I'd like to thank the administration of Owensboro High School, Mrs. Burnett in particular, who is the principal of OHS. She has helped me in many ways, and I consider her to be the best principal in the country. I would like to thank all the teachers I had throughout my high school career as well. They care for every student and want to see each of them succeed in life. My teachers have helped me in every way they can, which helped me perform well in my academic studies. I'd like to thank the Georgetown football staff and Coach Owens for recruiting me and giving me the opportunity to play football for their football team. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank all the teammates I played with during the 2012 football season. Their hard work and dedication made my senior year the most fun year of football I have ever played. I appreciate their hard work, and I wish them the best of the upcoming season. Be Catholic. I am very excited for the upcoming football season. Without the support of many people, I would not be standing here before you all today. Thank you, and go Tigers.
On behalf of these two and Principal Anita Burnett, we want to thank all of you all for taking time out of your day to come and support these two student athletes that we're very, very proud of. We invite you to hang out and share in a piece of cake and celebration. I know many of you all may want some pictures and so forth. Feel free to stick around for that. If you see a few of us dart out in just a second, it's because spring sports have arrived and we have to take off and change our clothes and move on into a different role. We're not being unhospitable, but we just sort of have to dart out here in just a short time. But again, thank you all for coming. Congratulations to these two for their outstanding success.